What's up, everybody? I'm Joan.
And I'm Reilly.
And you're listening to Anyways.
So, it's been.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, first of all, we just want to, let you guys have a quick little heads up. We will not have an episode next Monday. Because, like we said, this week is going to be pretty hectic. We're both doing shows.
Yep.
You're performing. Just yes,
and you are stage managing.
Yes.
Oh.
So
we
both were teching today, right? You were teching?
Yep.
Yeah.
Tech rehearsals today.
So how long was your tech rehearsal for?
We started at 10 and we went to 6. We had a smallish lunch break.
Gosh.
Chair was really far back.
Yeah. So that was kind of scary. I heard a look. And I was like, ooh.
I was scared.
So
and yours was about the same amount, right?
Yeah, mine was 11:30 to 5:30. So
nice.
Yeah, just off by 30 minutes. But I got to the GPAC at 11 because I had to get there earlier for a fitting for one of the pieces I'm in for the next show.
Okay.
But yeah, so like I said, I'm stage managing this one. Don't ask me how I got that position. This is the hardest show to stage manage. But yeah, so I got there. I have a quick little story for you guys.
This is great.
If you follow me on Snapchat, you will have seen the proof. But anyways, I got to the GPAC, which is our Performing Arts Center. Got there at 11 and had my fitting, and I also had my breakfast with me, which consisted of brown sugar cinnamon Pop-Tarts and coffee.
Wait,
so
did you get that out of my room?
Yeah, you gave them to me. I asked you.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I have witnesses in the room.
I just bought a new box of brown sugar cinnamon Pop-Tarts, so that's immediately what my mind went to when you said that. I was like, how'd she find them? I haven't even pulled them out of the Target bag. What?
Well.
Anyways.
So I do my fitting, all's fine and dandy, and I go and sit on one of the little couches in front of the dance theater to eat my breakfast. And so, I'm just munching on my Pop-Tarts, sipping on my coffee, and then I'm on my phone. All of a sudden, I glance down and look at my chest right here on this left side, and there's like a quarter size, probably a little bit bigger size beetle on my chest, just crawling. And so, my instinct is to just slap it off, and I slapped it, and it landed on the foil of my Pop-Tarts, and I just literally just froze. I was just so shook. How did I not feel it? I have no idea where it could have came from, because I didn't feel anything on my body, but I did have on a jacket, so I might have, crawled on my arm, and, got onto my chest, and then from there, I noticed it, but I just was so shook. And then when I knocked it off, it didn't move. So I was able to grab the rest of my Pop-Tart out, and I finished my Pop-Tart.
We don't waste food in this household.
Exactly. Yeah. It didn't touch my Pop-Tart. It was just on the foil still. But, okay. I finished the Pop-Tart. And the beetle was just there. It didn't move. So I'm assuming she was still shook, too. Who just hit me?
She said, whoa.
It's what just happened? So we both just kind of froze, ate my Pop-Tart, put it away in the garbage, and that just traumatized me for the rest of the afternoon. I have not had anything else to eat today. So, yeah. Yes. Also, we've been very, busy, and I've had minimal bathroom breaks.
Me too.
So that's another thing.
Too. I got in trouble because we finally did our run for one of the actual acting professors here. Mm-hmm. He's in charge of the department. He decides whether I get to keep my major. In a few weeks, he decides if I get to keep my major or if I need to move my majors and I get kicked out of the program. He came in and watched our show, and as soon as the show started, I was like, oh, I have to pee. We did we did runs of the shows, and we went back and we fixed some things. We went to lunch. I was feeling good about myself. Found out he was coming. I got scared. I was like, oh, he's a really nice guy, first of all. He's awesome, really cool. Mm-hmm. And he did enjoy the show quite a bit, but it's scary, still very scary. And so I was like, oh no, so I was thinking about that and just going over my lines and lines and lines. And then as soon as the lights came on, I was like, oh, I have to pee. So the minimal bathroom breaks, stuff and everything. As soon as the show was over, I like bowed, and he was like, "Okay, y'all want to gather up for notes?" And I was like,
"Can you use the bathroom?"
And I just took out. I was like, "Yeah, let me go grab something," and I went to the bathroom. Like
That's funny.
I dipped. I was like, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Is it the minimal bathroom breaks, or are you also a nervous peer?
I think I'm also a nervous peer. Like, so both of those things, because I did have to go to the bathroom. But at the same time, like, being so nervous, it really didn't help. And there's so many times where I, like, throw myself on things in that show. So I was like, don't hit wrong. And I just end up peeing in front of him, in front of everyone. I'm just like, ugh. What are you gonna do? You know?
Oh, this was just an artistic choice.
It's a character choice.
I feel like
my liver is really bad.
That's funny.
Yikes.
But that you mentioned that having that your what's it called, person from the department kind of looks at you for that. It's kind of like the dance department has something similar, but it's not until sophomore year. They call it sophomore gate. Ooh. And so basically you have to choreograph a solo on yourself that's like 3 to 5 minutes, and you present it from the department, and they're like, you can stay a dance major, or we suggest you do something else. So that's what that is.
Yeah, we do. So ours are called juries. Yeah. And we have to do them every year, twice a year, every year. But the ones that matter are the one at the end of your freshman year, because that'll be the one where they say, hey, you should get a major change. It's this one, and then the one halfway through your sophomore year. So your first semester, your sophomore year. So Christmas time, we'll do another one, and they'll give you the final decision whether or not you can stay, or if you stay, or should you go. Anyway. Nice. But yeah. So I'm a little horrified. Yes. Yeah. July 4th. Let's go.
So ready.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. But yeah, so we have to. So for the first one, we did a monologue, and it wasn't super scary, but it was like so we could get a feel of what it was gonna be like, you know, get some feedback, and then this time I think we have to do 2 contrasting monologues. So I still need to find a funny monologue.
That's cool.
I picked out my dramatic one. We're all gonna cry. Get ready.
Nice. Ooh.
Get ready, kids. It's gonna be
my eyes leak.
Leak?
Yes.
Honestly.
Do you guys like have a mentor that kind of like helps you throughout the process?
Yeah, so I mean all of the professors are there to help you if you need help. You can always sign up with office hours and stuff like that. There are certain professors that you go to for certain things. So like if you have a technical question, you would go to one of the technical professors. If you had like a paper, like not even like just questions about scripts or something like that, you would go to a certain professor. If you wanted help on a monologue, you'd go to a different professor. So they all have their specialties, in my opinion, and so depending on that depends on which professor you talk to.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Because like my friends who are like sophomores right now, how it is, they're like assigned a professor as their mentor to help them like through the process of sophomore gate. So that like started this semester, like in January, and then they do their sophomore gate during finals week. And so like they get assigned mentors, and through that they help them through the process and give them like edits or tell them what they should improve on or what they should change. And sometimes the mentor really loves it and sometimes they don't. So like one of my friends, she has to completely wipe her solo and redo it because her mentor doesn't like it. So it's like, you know, it's got that kind of contrast going on. And like whoever you get assigned with, you just kind of have to work with. And if like you have different artistic views, that might clash and that might make the process a little difficult or easier if it's somebody who's like similar to you. So yeah.
Wow. Yeah. No. I mean, ours is, I mean, the first one that we do is in front of 2 people. And then the next one is like, it's a whole panel, apparently. And so, and I mean, like musical theater majors is different. They have something else that they go through. But yeah, for this upcoming one, I'm pretty sure it's a panel of people. But yeah, no, we don't have like specific advisors. We just have, like, I don't know. They just tell you our office hours, and then you can just you sign up for office hours if you want to work it. Also, the upperclassmen are always there to work on stuff with you too. Sometimes. That's nice. I mean, some of them are really busy getting ready to graduate and stuff, but others are like ready to help you sometimes. So that's also nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But, interesting. Juries. I like how everyone has them, but they're all different in their own special way. Oof. All horrifying.
They're all stressful. They're
Honestly.
all a lot going on.
That is definitely true.
Yeah, man. So, you recently got to see some shows in the theater department.
I did.
Let's hear a little bit about that.
So, if you're also in the theater department, the Department of Theater here at SAM, you also recently got to see the student senior debuts. So, these are shows directed by senior members of the program. It can be either program. And so the two shows I got to see, the first one, Eleemosynary, which was really amazing. It was really beautifully told. I loved it a lot. The set was cool. They had pages from books everywhere. And I
saw on like the, what's it called? Like the promo picture?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
What is Eleemosynary about? I'm curious.
So Eleemosynary is about the relationship between a daughter, her grandmother, and her mother.
Okay.
So her grandmother raised her, which you learn throughout the show, and she doesn't really have a relationship with her mom whatsoever except over the phone. And then her mom and her mom's mom, so like the grandmother, have a not so understanding relationship.
Okay.
But yeah, it was an interesting show. I liked it a lot. But it's called Eleemosynary because the main girl, Echo, is in the spelling bee.
Okay.
And so she spells all types of words, and she ends up winning the national spelling bee because she can spell the word Eleemosynary, which means together.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. So together she is everyone. And what's it called? I really like, there's one quote in it, because as you go through this, as you watch the show, you understand certain things about the mom that you just have to live with. And at the end, her mom is kind of like, or she asks her mom, basically like, well, do you love me? Like she's never here. I don't see you. You don't talk to me, stuff like that. She's like, so do you love me? And the mom doesn't say anything. And it was like this really, it's just like everything stopped, and everyone was like, oh my gosh, right? And she was like, and she said, and I don't remember what the mom ended up saying. Oh, she said, sometimes. She's like, sometimes I do. And so there's like this brief silence, and then Echo just says, I'm a prize among women. And I was like, wow, that quote hit home. That was a good one. You're a prize among women. You deserve love. I like that.
I love that.
Yeah, I was like, wow.
Hit the heartstrings a little bit.
Hit the heartstrings. And then the second one that I got to see is called The Mountaintop. It's about MLK's, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., his last final hours on Earth. And it's because nobody knows what actually happened between the time his buddy left, he was his buddy, he was like his best friend, left to go get cigarettes, and then the time he opened the door and got shot. So it's a fictionalized story because we don't know what really happened, but it's really cute. It's about MLK, and he gets visited by an angel, but not the sort of angel you'd think to get visited by.
Yeah.
But it was really good. I liked it a lot.
And also, you had a feature.
I did have a feature. I played MLK's daughter.
Love that.
I had a little voiceover. It was great.
That's dope.
Yes. Only took me 7 times to get it recorded, so.
Oof. Yikes.
But it was lots of fun.
That's what happens when you live in a loud dorm.
Honestly, yeah. You see, we have to kind of hide to record this just so we didn't. And we still get the AC.
Sometimes.
But yeah, so I got a little feature in it, but it was really good. And then there's an in monologue in it that's it's her talking about the baton and how it passes on, because of course MLK doesn't want to die. And so she Kame is the character's name, and so she just like slowly walks through the audience of the showcase. So she goes up the stairs and goes around the back and goes down the stairs. I tell you what, everyone was just like, there were tears, and she just kept being like, and the baton passes on, and like every time she said it, it just hit you. And then they had the slideshow going, so everything she said would pop up on the slideshow.
Oh, I love
one of them was Reagan wins, again. It's like, me too. So there's like bits of humor in it, but at the same time, it was talking about like things our nation, like, because it's realistic. It's based off, and so it talked about things that like our nation's been through since Dr. King died, and and it got deep at some points. I was like, wow.
Yeah. It's really crazy to think, because sometimes, when we're just thinking about history, that like Martin Luther King Jr.'s furthest descendants are his grandchildren. Like, that's it's not that long ago that the country was in that state of like divisiveness, and the fact that it's not so distant in history is kind of wild. But also, I mean, I know people disagree and aren't happy sometimes about what's going on today, but it's been a huge amount of difference.
Oh, yeah.
Even just in, like, half a century.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. I totally understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like, we have...
It's just wild to think about.
Yeah. I mean, we're not done,
Yeah.
Because we're never done, you know? History, what's her name? Mother Necessity, We're never done. But, boy, have we come far.
Yeah.
Just in that short amount, like... 100 years, maybe. When was that? 1960s was the civil rights. So 1960s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000. Yeah. 10. And we're almost to 20. So that's almost, like 70 years ago. Almost 100. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy to think about.
Honestly.
Oh, man.
Where are we going to be at the...
turn of the century.
Yeah.
When is the turn of the century? 2050?
Yeah. Wild.
We'll be right here.
We'll be right here.
Season 40 of...
Love that. We'll just be...
Anyways.
Still using the Sam Houston
Does my card still work? Like, yeah.
That's
still
funny.
Probably won't have graduate. No, I'm just kidding.
Still won't be enough parking spots. Actually. That's
Too
the
soon.
tea, sis.
Spilleth the tea.
That's a lot.
Yes. But yes, both shows amazing, very well done. Loved it.
That's great, man. I love the arts. Oh, I also saw a show. I completely forgot.
Yes, you did see a show.
On Saturday, there was an orchestra concert, and it was really beautiful. And also, what's different about this orchestra concert was that the dance department also collabed with it. So the first two songs of the show had dancing. So the first thing was like a huge dance number by one of the professors, Josh, in the dance department. And the piece itself was about an orchestra. So like all the dancers had on big suits and like ties and stuff, and they had like the black chairs that the orchestra sits on, and basically the piece was them being in orchestra. And so it was really cool getting to see that. Interesting. It was very fast and very exciting and entertaining to watch, and really exhilarating, the movement. I feel like it very much captured the essence of the music that the orchestra was playing. And then the second piece was a more legato, slower piece. It was a duet between my friend Reagan and Jarrell, who's one of the grads in the department. And it just was really gorgeous. I thought it was really great, and yeah. And then the very last piece was, I thought this one was really fun. They did Peter and the Wolf. So they had a guest speaker read the story, and as he's reading the story, the orchestra also was playing. So they had like different instruments play the different characters. So like there was an instrument, like the flute was the bird, and then I think they had the bassoon as like the duck, and they had different instruments for the cat. So it was very entertaining, and then having the narrator add his own little touch to it was really fun, really enjoyable. And I feel like a lot of people don't really go out to like orchestra concerts and stuff because they feel like, or like choir concerts, because they feel like just listening to the music and not having anything visual to go with it kind of is like boring, people think. And I feel like it's really not. Like, music is so cool, even just to listen to. I mean, like, sometimes I'll just lay in bed and just like close my eyes and listen to a song or something. And especially listening to different types of music, it can spark inspiration in different types of ways. I just, just being able to branch out and do different stuff or listen to different stuff, experience different things is really good to have. Because then you never know. You might end up liking it. And if you don't like it, then you don't. But, it's always good to try new things and experience new things, especially when it's so accessible. Like, if you're a student, you have a comp ticket for, like, pretty much every show. Mm-hmm. So when you have that accessibility, like, take advantage of it, especially since, like, your tuition pays for it. Anyways,
she's not wrong.
That was a long tangent.
That was a good tangent, though. I liked it.
True. Put in the comments down below. What's something new that you would like to try? Nice. What's something new that you would like to try, Joan?
I tried the Dr. Pepper Shakeout Whataburger.
That's a thing?
It was magical.
That's wild. Does it taste like a Dr. Pepper float? What does that taste like?
No, it tastes like sunshine and happiness, honestly. Like, we have to go get them. They're really good. It's like Dr. Pepper ice cream. Like, imagine Dr. Pepper, but as an ice cream.
Okay.
It was really good.
That's really interesting.
It was good. Yeah, it was magical, in my honest opinion. I really appreciated it.
When did you get this?
During my lunch break.
Oh, today?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
The four of us
wild.
Went to Whataburger, and so I got my Whataburger kids meal. And I was like, you know what? I'll have a Dr. Pepper shake, please. And it was amazing.
Is this a new item, or is this like a limited edition?
Limited edition, I believe. So go get it now,
Get them
kids.
while you can.
Yeah, because they were, oh man, it was really good.
Stop by your local Whataburger.
Yeah, it was, wow. That's the newest thing I've tried. That, and I think that's it.
Nice.
Spicy pickles. I had some spicy pickles the other day. They were interesting.
Nice.
Yeah, what about you?
Let's see.
Try any new flavors of ramen?
I was gonna stage managing. That's new.
She's right. There you
go. First timer.
What'd you think?
What did I think? It wasn't too bad. I mean, because I've been, like, preparing for this moment literally the whole semester. Like, when we got our crew assignments, I was like, okay, what can I do to start preparing now? Because I didn't want to mess up. I didn't need the whole entire class of 2019 yelling at me for senior studio. So like, I just, I started doing stuff to equip myself, because this is my only tech assignment the whole semester.
Oh, okay.
So that was nice, even though this is like a harder role in the tech, like, crew assignments. I only have one show that I have to crew the whole semester, so that's nice. But yeah, just whenever I would have a show and be backstage, just watching what the stage manager does and just, like, kind of paying attention to that. And then what also helped me was going to, like, the open rehearsal. So, like, they have showings because senior studio is a grade, so they have to show the teacher for it their piece to let them know, like, hey, we're on track, doing what we're supposed to, and using our rehearsals wisely. So I went to that, and just to kind of get a heads up for the pieces and know ahead of time, like, what they look like, because I feel like it helps to know what it's going to look like ahead of time before just going into it. And that also saves time for you, because you're just like, oh yeah, so whenever this person gets down stage left, I know that's when we need to change lighting cues, and just little things like that. So yeah, it's been a learning experience. We just started; it's not over yet, but I feel like
a few more days.
It's gonna be so long too.
What is it? So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 6 more days, and we're both free.
Yeah.
6 more.
Just counting down the days, man. Counting down the hours, TBH. Because,
What is sleep? What's a sleeping schedule?
What is sleep? And then I also have a research project due come next Tuesday. So, like, this upcoming weekend will be, like, work days for me.
Yeah.
So, just,
think about us. Keep us in your prayers. Comment below. Give us your support.
Slide me some food or coffee if you see me.
You can comment nice Vine to lift our spirits as we go into crazy show weeks.
Send me some memes. That'd be great.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's what's up with me.
That's the tea.
Yeah. You know. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really excited. But honestly, I saw some really cool pieces. I really hope if anybody can go to Senior Studio, please go, because I saw some really cool pieces today, and we just did the first half of the people. But yeah, it's really looking good. Like
it's Thursday, Friday,
Saturday. There's 3 shows. Yeah,
I can go.
Yeah, please go. Like it looks so good. Like the senior class this year really did a great job, and like some of the people some of the pieces, like some of the seniors like made their own costumes for their pieces. So I think that's really cool too, having your own little personal touch.
Yeah, definitely.
On
it's like,
your thing.
It's like when they folded all those origami swans.
Yeah.
Man, that was incredible.
Yeah. Wow. Oh my gosh. I was one of those people. Well, I hung them up. I attempted to fold one, and then I was like, this is bad. I'll just hang it up. And so that's what we did. We hung up the origami swan props for one of the pieces last semester. It was great.
Without you hanging them up, we wouldn't have seen them. You know? Yeah. So,
it was a nice little touch.
Good job, Riley.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So, I'm curious, since, like, the dance department, we have senior showcase. That's, like, the last bit of what the seniors put on stage, like, the last piece that they put on stage. That's their class that they have. Is there anything similar to that in the theater department that you have to look forward to in the future?
I've already planned out so that I can apply to be one of the senior direct plays that the department actually funds, because they pick 3. So I've already applied. I've already worked my schedule so that I can hopefully be one of them.
Okay.
I think that'd be awesome. I'd really like to do that.
So when you say, like, how the department funds it, like, that it's on the actual, like, UTC stage?
Yes.
Okay.
So the department funding means they don't get a lot, but they get enough money to be able to they get access to costumes, set pieces. If they want the floor painted, they can have the floor painted. You know, they get it is treated like a department show. So people have to pay for tickets. Yeah. They get posters, they get playbills, you know, they can save seats, stuff like that. Okay. So it's like that. So the senior show that I'm in, it wasn't chosen for the directorial's debut, but the department's still letting him use, like, some set pieces, and then the FAMC Theater for his show.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But it's definitely, it's not an easy task, but I would love to do it. I think it'd be great.
Do you have anything that you would like in mind, or maybe not a specific show that you want to do, but like maybe like a topic or a theme that you would want to, put on?
Like I've told y'all, like I told y'all many a times, I would like to do a comedy, only because there's so many dramas.
But very true.
I mean, they're great dramas. They're really good, very well done. Make me cry, without a doubt. But I really just want to make people laugh in life, you know? I'm going to tell you something later, actually. Okay. But anyway, that's besides the point. I really just want to make people laugh, you know? So I think if I get chosen to do it, because you have to give them, like, 3 different scripts, and, like, the layouts and the plots for all 3 of them, that I'd choose at least 1 or 2 comedies. I mean, if they want me to do a drama, then I'll direct whatever they want me to direct. But I definitely want to do a comedy.
That's dope.
I mean, it's my forte.
Yeah.
Making people laugh. Like, even a dark comedy. Making people laugh is what it's about.
Yeah, man. That's dope.
Yeah. So, I don't know which exact script. They kind of like when you do, like, newer scripts rather than old scripts. Because some tend to be a little outdated. Yeah. So, but definitely, I'll keep my eyes looking for a new script.
That's nice. Send us your script suggestions in the
down below.
Send us your script suggestions.
I just realized that whenever we do this, like, we're actually pointing at the comments section.
Yeah, man.
Like, here, I'm just pointing at my fuzzy socks.
At this point, probably not. There. I think the camera's off. Stupid. Also, just a little disclaimer for people who, like, may or may not know. These type of cameras, these DSLR cameras, are not, like, camcorders.
Yeah.
They're meant to take pictures, but they can record. But that means that they turn off, they stop recording at a certain timestamp. And so that's why the beginning of the videos also always videos, and then they fade into our logo because of that. So yeah, and then like I'm not gonna get up and go start and stop every like 12 minutes. So yeah, just a little fun fact for you if you decide to get a Canon camera or DSLR camera,
or if you know what that means.
Yes. Comment down below if you want me to answer questions about cameras. That's that's nice. That's a nice little fun time.
Heck yeah. Those are me making the noises of finger guns, but if you can see it, there's some finger guns for you.
Pew pew.
Pew 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 pew. I saw a shirt that said "Burr shot first," and I thought that was funny.
Oh my gosh.
I thought that was
Burr
funny.
shot first.
Burr shot first. Instead of like Han shot first from Star Wars, Burr shot first.
Oh my goodness.
So, for all you little
Hamilton fans. Yikes.
Burr shot first.
I forgot you don't like Hamilton.
It's not that I dislike it, is that I prefer not to listen to it.
Okay. Is it just like, is it overplayed for you, or is it just like you just don't, it's like not your cup of tea?
It's a little bit of both.
Okay.
I don't like Alexander Hamilton.
Okay.
As a human.
Okay.
But that's just me as a person. We're all entitled to our opinions. But I do like some of the songs in it. Some of the songs I do recognize as good songs. King George's song, best.
Yes.
Love that song.
That's great.
I like. Groff. What's the one? Is it Burn? Is it a song called Burn? Mm-hmm. Burn's good.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
And I like the first song, the Alexander Hamilton.
Yeah.
And I think it's the last song, Who Tells Your Story.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
That's really pretty too.
But that's 4 out of a track of 24.
That's a lot of them too.
Yeah. And so, but yeah, those are, I do recognize that it is probably a decent musical. Did it deserve Musical of the Year? Not sure about that. Like, did it deserve that Tony? I don't know. There were some really good musicals
out.
What
else was that year? What other Tonys?
Dear Evan Hansen.
Okay.
Waitress.
Okay.
Be More Chill.
Okay.
There's another one.
Not Be More Chill.
No, not Be More Chill. Sadly.
Dear
Michael in the Bathroom was good.
Yeah.
But Be More Chill.
They might get renominated now they're on Broadway.
Oh, did they get moved to Broadway?
Yeah.
Nice.
Just recently,
Dear Evan Hansen was good. Tony Award winner, maybe not. But Waitress, like... I like Waitress more than I liked Hamilton, that's for sure.
Gotcha.
But that could just be like a personal thing. And before you start blowing up the comments, no, it's not because it was a female driven story, which, I mean, it was a really good one.
Yeah.
It had a really good plot. It had some amazing characters.
That's true.
And the vocal range of, I can't even think of her name. Jenna is incredible. So, don't at me on this. Waitress was really good.
Waitress is great.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm trying to think of the other one. There were a lot of revivals last year too, but
yes. Oh my gosh.
Hello Dolly and My Fair Lady revivals. My heart.
Once on This Island, bro.
Once on This Island. Yes.
When they won Best Revival, I literally was screaming. I was so happy for that cast. I'm just, I
feel one of the other ones I was kind of sad about was My Fair Lady's costumes were really pretty, but Hello Dolly's costumes were insane. I felt like they deserved the Tony for best costumes. I'm surprised I remember this. SpongeBob came out last year. SpongeBob was cute.
It was. They won Best Scenic Design, which I was like, and well
best
deserved.
Lighting. Yeah, best lighting too.
Yeah.
Theirs was, I mean, everyone went into it as a joke, but I've heard the album.
Man.
I liked it
really
a lot.
Good.
Did that come out with Hamilton? No, that came out.
No,
that came out this past year.
Yeah, Hamilton came out in 2015.
Like and your guys are still not over it.
Oh.
Anyway.
Yikes. She just glared at the camera.
What other ones came out this year?
Anyways.
I love Broadway. What's your favorite musical? Do you have a favorite musical?
That's on Broadway right now?
What is on Broadway right now?
We have Dear Evan Hansen with the new Andrew Fieldman. He's 16 years old. That's a new hype.
Yes.
About Dear Evan Hansen because they have an actual like teenage Evan now.
Yes, they
and
do.
He's amazing. Like, I literally went on his YouTube channel and listened to some of his older like videos, and he did a cover of Michael in the Bathroom, and it was so great. He won the what's it called? The Tommy? What are they called?
The Tommy Tones? I'm just kidding.
It's the award show. Timmy's? What is it called? Oh my gosh, people are gonna be yelling at me through the camera, because it's the award show that's for. It's like the Tonys before students.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I follow their...
The Tommy Tones? Sure, it's not the Timmy Tones.
Oh, shoot. What are they called?
Pulitzer Prizes.
Hold on.
Nobel Peace Prizes.
What are you called?
Okay. She looks that up.
Oh, yeah, but...
Avenue Q's always on Broadway, so...
Are they still on Broadway?
No, it's off Broadway now.
I was about to say. That doesn't sound right.
It's a good one.
Be More Chill just got on Broadway, which is pretty dope.
Oh, yeah. It is on there. We keep referencing a song called Michael in the Bathroom. If you're over the age of 18, you should listen to it. It's a good one. If you're not over the age of 18, wait till you're over the age of 18.
The Jimmy Awards.
The Jimmy. Is that him?
Yeah.
Aw, he's so tiny.
He's tiny.
So tiny.
The Jimmys.
Look
That's
him up,
what it
guys.
is.
He's a tiny kid. We could get a Jimmy Award for our podcast.
Ooh.
I winked in case you can't see it.
What else? We have... oh gosh, it just left my head. Mean Girls. That's on.
Oh, that's right.
That's on
Mean
Broadway
Girls
right
came
now.
out on Broadway.
I
forgot about Mean Girls.
Mean
You had the Bandstand. Is that still on Broadway?
Yeah.
And I think Angels in America is still on Broadway, isn't it?
I can't answer that one. I don't know about Angels.
Is Waitress?
Waitress, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll go with Waitress.
Jeremy Jordan is about to be the doctor.
That's right.
Yes, and Shoshana Bean is going to be Jenna. It's going to be great. I'm...
Magical.
Honestly.
Man.
The
saving grace of Rent Live. Refer back to episode 4 and or 5 for that one. I was just talking about that with someone, because I said how I've gone 18 years never seeing Rent, but knowing all the songs of Rent, and then finally watching Rent and just crying, because I was like, oh my goodness, I didn't realize how emotional this was. Like, I knew it was emotional, but wow. Man. You were there. I cried. I cried.
It was a time.
Angel.
Was it as emotional as when you watched Coco? I don't know.
No. Oh, man, guys. Coco, oh, that one hit me hard. It's a great movie.
It truly is.
If you haven't seen Coco yet, it's a Disney Pixar film. Highly recommended.
Man.
I like to sing, I have it on my playlist. I like to sing Polo Loco.
Yes, that.
Oh, Poco Loco.
Yes.
I don't know why I said Polo Loco. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten in a while.
I felt that.
That's
fun. I thought it was also visually really nice too. Oh, yes. It was so pretty, especially when they have the flowers, their trail of flowers leading into the, what's it called?
The land.
Yeah, the land of the dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was really pretty.
My heart.
Truly.
It's a great one. Yeah, no, I probably cried more in Coco.
I think everybody did, though.
Hi, I'm Joan. I'm an adult, and I cry my eyes out during Disney Pixar movies.
I think everybody does that.
Even
if you don't, then you have like a heart of stone.
Honestly, Up is like how many? It came out in 2010,
I think.
Oh wow, yeah, it did, and it still kills me every time I watch it. I still cry, even just listening to the music from it. I'm like. That was the last orchestra concert I went to. Was the Disney Pixar Symphony. Yeah. Man, I gave up a fast pass for that, and I still don't regret it. It was amazing.
That's awesome.
I played all the Pixar music from all the Pixar films, going all the way up to Toy Story 3. Yeah.
That's awesome.
It was before Coco. So, yeah, all the way up to... Oh, Brave. Brave came out after
You're
Toy
right.
Story 3.
I forget Brave is a Pixar movie.
I do, too.
Yeah.
It was okay.
Yeah. I mean, the thing with Brave is that it was, like, marketed as, like, this, like, Katniss Everdeen type of movie, and ended up being, like, a mother-daughter type of, like, emotional movie, and that's what people weren't expecting going into the theater, but that they left with. And so, depending on how you, like, saw it, depending on who you are, it would definitely change how you felt about the movie. Because I feel like if you aren't a mother or a daughter, you're not gonna like resonate as much with it. So like basically any guy that walked into the film.
Who walked into the Disney princess film expecting Katniss Everdeen.
Yeah. And then you get like, oh, her mom's a bear. She has to change her bag.
Can we talk about that plot point? Her mom's a bear.
Her mom's a bear.
Yeah.
Literally a mama bear. Oh my gosh. Don't leave. Don't leave. Well,
yeah.
That was cute.
It was cute. It was cute for the Disney princess movie of the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's kind of like going back and watching Cinderella, and you're like, you know what? It's not my favorite, but it was good for the time.
Yeah.
Like when animation at that point, that was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's got some good music. No, I prefer the live action Cinderella, the new one that they made.
Oh yeah.
With Lily Collins.
Yeah. Wait, it's not Lily Collins. Something else.
You're right. It's not Lily Collins. Oh no, that one chick.
I have to look it up.
Her and the prince in it just have. It's so cute. It's a cute movie.
Okay. While I look up her last name, Joan, do you have a song of the week? My
song of the week. Currently, I have been listening to a lot of. It's a band called Sugar Pine 7.
Lily James.
Oh, there goes the camera. There you go.
Lily James. That's
Lily James. Yeah, that girl. But anyway, so I've been listening to a band called Sugar Pine 7 that my friend got me into. They have a YouTube channel. You should go check them out. But one of their songs is called Just a Couple of Friends, and I've listened to that multiple times this week because it just gets me into a good mood after some of these really long rehearsals. So I listened to that one on repeat, and then there's another one, and its name is escaping me, but it's really good as well. It's not Cecilia. It's another one.
Okay.
But yeah, it also has been getting me through this week.
Yeah.
So if you ever have time, go check out Sugar Pine 7.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have anything else to add, my dear?
I think my song would have to be, it's this song, my friend Coley introduced it to me. It's called Wanderlust, and the artist is called Empara Mi. And I just remember, like, he showed it to me, I think, either at the beginning of the semester or at the ending of last semester. And I remember hearing it for the first time and immediately falling in love with it. It was one of those songs that you, like, the first lyric, you're just like, I'm gonna love the song. And
I'll listen to this on repeat.
Yeah, so that's what it was. It's really short, too. It's probably only, like, 2.5 minutes. But it's so gorgeous. Like, it's a cappella, basically, for the majority of it, with, like, a couple chords in between the lyrics, and it's just so beautiful. And like, I just honestly was just like, I could see my future senior studio piece being to this. So it's just like, it really just sparked inspiration. So yeah, man, I love listening to new music and just discovering like cool stuff. So yeah, that's my song. Yeah, man.
Yeah, awesome. Well, I think that's our time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow.
We made it.
We did a lot of venting, honestly.
True. This was our venting episode.
So like we said at the beginning of the episode, just reminding you one more time, there will be no episode next week. Maybe we'll probably post just to remind you. Maybe we'll do like a little video just to show you that we're alive.
Yeah. We made it.
But if you like this video, make sure to give us a big thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. We have new content come out every Monday, except for next Monday.
Yeah.
And sometimes we do little vlogs and videos. And you know how you can see our vlogs and videos? Well, you follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and we'll let you know when we have new content coming out.
Yeah.
You can follow us at groundfloorco14. Did I forget anything?
Subscribe to our channel.
Subscribe!
Yeah.
It's gonna be great. All right. I'm Joan.
And I'm Reilly.
Bye.
Bye, guys.